Greetings and salutations everybody, welcome back to another episode of Review. And today we are looking at Lonely Mountain Downhill for the Xbox One through Game Pass, but this is also available over on PS4, Switch, and PC as well. Lonely Mountain Downhill is a top-down trial style game with 3D element added here and also physics as well toward the end to make this a little more challenging, as we will get to. But the game is pretty much made up of you going from point A to point B as fast as humanly possible and without crashing your character as much as possible as well. The gameplay itself, with being physics focused, does take a little bit of getting used to, but in due time it is totally doable, especially with how simple the controls is, with your character mainly moving one direction or to the left or right along with ability to pedal your bike to gain speed with a small little stamina bar. But the gameplay itself, with it being physics-based, is a very unique one in the case of it really do feel like you are doing downhill mountain biking here, but at the same time, the game itself, since it is top-down, add any more challenging aspect to it outside of physics, mainly with the draw distance of the game itself. Some levels are perfectly fine, some levels can pretty much totally just get your character killed in many ways. Since this is one of them games that you are bet to crash your bike hundreds if not thousands of times as you play through 4 mountains, with each of them having 4 trails each, with a grand total of 16 tracks total, with decent amount of easy to hard to epic tracks here that you can unlock. Right along with, by doing these, you can unlock part for your bike, might it be better tire or frame, which actually have different stats that play into your character, which can make some tracks easier than others. With that being said though, the game is not the most easier game known to man. The game get hard really quickly, so if you are expecting a more relaxing style game, just know you will kind of get that, because at certain points in the game it's so easy to just get zoned into just doing it, kind of a zen type of feeling. But on the other hand, if you are someone who very much easily frustrated by game, the game can possibly do that for you, because like I said, the game is not easy by any means, but lucky enough there is some stuff put in place here to make it a little more easier, which is of course every time you unlock a new trail you have the ability to run through it and to get a feel for what you're going to be doing, trial and error here, right along with shortcuts in the game, and also certain trails that obviously wasn't meant for you to take, but lucky enough, if you can get yourself down it with your abilities as a biker you might have, you can make any more shortcut to cut down the time of the tracks any more so. But with that, the main draw of the game is the time aspect of it, with it being a very much a trial style, get to the end of the level as quickly as humanly possible to compete with your friends or leaderboard stuff. That is pretty much the main draw here. With that being said, there is other little side objective toward the end, such as making to an area without crashing X amount of number, so you do have a little bit of wiggle room here as far of what you can use as your bait line. Might it be you trying to beat it in a time limit, trying to beat it without falling, and so on. And as you do this, like I said, you do unlock stuff for your bike, and you unlock more stuff for your biker as well to decorate them as you see fit. But the game itself is extremely simple, with a giant learning curve that can be toward in for more epic style play. But with that, not everything is perfect with a Lonely Mountain Downhill. There are a few little issues that is very annoying and may come into play for you as you are playing through this game. The main one offhand is, as I stated earlier, with your control being very simple, with the up, left, right, and your ability to brake and speed up with a stamina bar. You sadly don't have the ability to turn your bike around easily, since as the game become more and more difficult, and since this is physics based, it's a pretty good chance your character might get stuck on certain parts of the geometry, which in return you kind of stuck having to just kill your character to get out of it, since there's no real way to back up. but lucky enough, when you kill the fall or you restart the checkpoint, it is almost instant, so at least that a good thing. But it would have been nice to actually have a way to back up or a way to get out of certain predicament. Might it be you accidentally driving backward down a hill? And the other issue I have with this is a very minor one, which in return may be a good thing for some people. For me, it was a little jarring with this game pretty much having no soundtrack to be spoken of at all. The closest thing to sound effects you have in this is your bike making noise going down the mountain, and then some like static background with like random animal chirping in the distance. So the game itself don't really have any music to speak of, which in return maybe a plus, might not be a plus for me. It was more of a little like with pulling me out of it a little bit. But if you're someone who like to add your own music to games, this is one you can pick up and not have to deal with any audio settings. So I get take that as you will. So overall, the game is pretty much a very simple game that, like I said, got a very high skill cap. But is it really fun? I think it depends on the type of person you are and what you look for in gaming. Since for me, it was very zen in a lot of ways, but at the same time very frustrating of how the controls actually was as far as when your character gets stuck, and also just how extremely difficult it gets so quickly, and in return don't really leave a lot of wiggle room for becoming better at it. And in return, I still feel like as far like biking games are concerned, there are still better ones out there than this. If you want to check this out and you happen to have Game Pass, you can do so for free over there on Xbox One. And like I said, it's pretty much available on everything else if you are interested at all in this. But overall, for me, I have played better, I have seen better, but the game is solid for the most part, and I could literally see this being a fairly decent game to play on the Switch as just passing through life itself on the mobile aspect. But console-wise, there is some better options out there. So overall, I give Lonely Mountain Downhill a 7 out of 10.